There you go, that's our fantastic Bisi Bele Bath using powdered spices. That is superb, look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rick. Today we're doing Bisi Bele Bath, a fantastic comforting dish with vegetables in. We're going to use dal and rice, boil that up in there to a nice mushy type consistency and add all the rest with the tadka and vegetables. Fantastic, let's get on and do it. Got a pan here, I've got dal and I've got rice. Both have been rinsed clear. Okay, they're ready to go. So we just want to put that in there. In we go. And the rice. Now this is going to be the Karnataka method way of doing this. And in there with some water. And all we're going to do is bring this up to a boil and simmer it until this is all nice, soft and mushy. And as you can see, we are doing it the old-fashioned way in a pan. No cooking with whistles and everything else in a pressure cooker. This is how it was cooked. This is how we're doing it. So what we'll do is bob a lid on there. That'll help it along its way. Bring it up to the boil and then simmer. If you're into Indian food, this is a class meal. It's away from the curries. It's a little bit sour. It has a bit of heat. And we're going to be using the Bisi Bele Bath seasoning, which is on the channel. And there's a link here if you want to go make it. Just give it a little stir. Make sure it's not stuck on the bottom. Fabulous. So we've got this to boiling, look. And we turn it to a simmer. Now, because we're doing it the old-fashioned way, even though this has been rinsed and the water was clear, we've still got this. You can take this off. Up to you whether you take it off or not. Some people say you have to, but you know, how can you take it off in a pressure cooker? You can't. So that just blows that. Lid on. And that's going to take at least 20 minutes to do that. Now we're getting there, look at that. That's starting to thicken up, starting to go gloopy. Perfect, just keep going. Okay, when you've got this lovely gloopiness going on like this, that's good enough. I'm just going to put this on to stay warm behind me as we cook some veg. Look at that. Pan on. So for this, you know, you can go in with a little bit of ghee on here actually. We're just going to go in with a tablespoon like that. We're going to give a quick fry on the potatoes, beans and carrots. And we'll chuck some boiling water in, put a lid on, and for about 10 minutes. Carrots, potatoes. Green beans. Now I'm using frozen peas actually. So the frozen peas I'm going to put in just a little minute. Let this have a little second on here. A little bit of turmeric going in there, look. Make those potatoes yellow. In there, some boiling water. Give it a little one of those. We're going to get a lid on. We're only going to cook this for about 10 minutes, that's all. However, after about 6 minutes, we'll chuck the peas in. A little stir around. Okay, in there, green peas. Give them a little stir in. Oh, there's a pan full of goodness there. Now these potatoes should be, yep, they are. They're just getting there. they're fine. Just about a minute on these peas because it's actually going into our rice and dal mixture. Okay, we've got a nice thickness going on in there, look. We're going in there with our tamarind. A little bit of tamarind paste there, look. Now you can make it fresh out of the pulp, just give it a squeeze after it's stood in some boiling water, or you can just go buy it and use it out of a bottle. We'll have a little bit of our jaggery in there. Now if you haven't got jaggery, it's listed in the description, use brown sugar. And we're going to hit that up with our Bisi Bele powder. There you go. And we're just going to give that a gentle one in there, come on, in it goes. Oh yeah, what a smell. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, give me a spoon. Oh yes, please. Okay, so just put that there a second. Grab our mix back. In there with all of that. Gentle in. Now this has to be thick but pourable. So get it in there. Oh, that's looking. That is looking lush. Look at that. Now this, it might be just a little bit too thick. So we might add a bit of hot water in a minute. Now we don't want much because we don't want to turn it into a soup. Just stir that through gently. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking. Right, back on behind me. Well, we made a tadka. Come on. Now we're cooking. So we got a little pan here, look. We're going to go in there with a little bit of ghee. I'm going to fry off some peanuts and cashews. Peanuts, cashews. Just a little bit of colour on here, not too much. Just cook out that rawness a little bit off there. Now, you normally find peanuts in this, and cashews are added as an optional, you know, but many people cook it a different way. Some people put everything in. You know, it's up to you as you're cooking. So just a little quick toasting on here. We're not going to go too far on this one. That will do. We'll have those out of there. And back into a bowl. So in there, mustard seeds, dried chili, curry leaves, nice little swizzle whizzle, and I go in there with a little bit of hing, and I give that a little one of those. I want to go back in there with those peanuts and cashews, keep a couple for dressing over the top, and that gets tipped over our other pan. That's it. Easy as that. Straight on there. And then just a nice, gentle stir through. And there you go. We've got this fantastic Bisi Bele Bath. Look at that. That is sensational. All we've got to do now is serve some up. On there with those peanuts and that little bit of cashew that we saved and a little bit of curry leaf. There you go, that's our fantastic Bisi Bele Bath using powdered spices. That is superb, look at that. Straight in, I've got a spoon, yes, I know, we're in here, look. Oh yeah. My mouth is watering. That is absolutely delicious. A little bit of heat in there, not much actually. Could have done with a lot more. A little bit of heat in there. You've got a little bit of sourness creeping through there. Sweet. Oh, it's tremendous. Our veggies have still got crunch. I mean, what more could you want? That is a fantastic meal right there. It's got your veggies in there, your dal, your rice, everything. That is delicious. And you know, we've got our poppadoms or papads or whatever you want to call them. It's entirely up to you. No one's bothered. You call it whatever you like. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh. That is off the charts. What a fantastic meal. Very lightweight too, you know. You think it's going to be heavy, but it's not. Oh, in here, come on. Smash these up and get them in here. Oh, we're in. We're in. Oh, come on. That is amazing. Now, I'm rubbish at eating with my hands, I must admit. I eat with a spoon. You know, getting all that in there to scoop up like that, I get too much. It goes all over me. But you know, I can tell you, I love it. It's a fantastic, fun way to eat, but you know, come on. Most of us eat with a spoon. Look at that, our potato, carrots, bean, peas, peanuts, everything, cashew. We've got some papad on there, poppadom. There you go. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. We'll catch you in the next video.